that were easily accessible since this campaign began, that he's bankrupt 4 times, that he got all his money from his father.
And also sort of this worldwide phenomenon, to see it in such a small place must have been amazing.
The public has done amazing things. That were, like the chorus line started there. And
Rosie O'Donnell wasn't holding back. On live TV, she dropped details so explosive they could shatter Melania Trump's polished image. With insider info from Trump's own former lawyer, Rosie connected the dots, from financial deals to separate living arrangements. Could this public revelation be the ultimate backfire? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Rosie O'Donnell didn't hold back when she lately showed up on Seth Meyers' show. Sitting comfortably drinking water, she was the laid-back comic we know her to be, spouting clever one-liners. Then things started to alter. O'Donnell's assertions about Melanie Trump startled even the seasoned late-night host, who was laughing in between. Not only was the conversation heated, but it was a full-scale roasting that put Melanie front and center like never before. Following along, the hostility of Rosie and Donald Trump has simmered for years. Given their name-calling and Twitter disputes, one may reasonably presume that the two are still in love. But Rosie raised the stakes this time by specifically tying her claims to Michael Cohen, Trump's former attorney. Yes, the man seated front row for the dirt. Reports state Cohen revealed intimate knowledge on the Trumps' marriage, showing a transactional union, tight financial agreements, and separate bedrooms. Don't think the Trump Tower discussions concluded with real estate. Even Melania's wardrobe might be more than just fashion, Rosie said. Based on Cohen's alleged observations, every public appearance, from wearing a gorgeous couture gown to just standing next to Donald, has financial considerations. Here, Rosie made a mistake. Melanie, sometimes known as the austere, dignified First Lady, is supposed to have turned away events until her circumstances were modified. Talk about handling political life like a commercial agreement.
If Trump gets indicted, it would be really great if Mueller let you serve the papers. I feel like...
You know, there was a Tara O'Connor, I believe her name was, a young Irish lass who was Junior Miss Trump Atlantic City pageant sexist winner. So, you know, as bad as everyone feels, and they have felt since November 8th, I know for me, I've been in a severe depression, although I'd like to say, today, after your show, I'm going to get a Bob Mueller tattoo.
Oh, that's exciting. It's been really, we've sort of made the joke on the show that he's flip-flopped on everything except you.
It's actually very true.
It's all the more harsh as this goes against the elegant and composed public persona Melania has tried so hard to preserve. O'Donnell pointed out shortcomings in the whole brand, but she also attacked Donald Trump's theatricality. Is this the fissure bringing it down? Moreover, if even a tiny fraction of these claims are accurate, Melania's supposed quiet strength could start to resemble damage control rather than dignity. Cohen's alleged intellect and Rosie's caustic comments could have just set off a level of chaos not expected. Avoiding the mudslinging, Melania, the First Lady, has long been seen as the peace in the Trump storm. Her reputation has been developed on grace, pricey clothes, and keeping her cool under growing controversy over her husband. Whether you liked her or not, it was hard to argue that she was adept at doing the subdued, sophisticated role of someone who stayed out of the limelight while everyone else was drowning in it. But with Rosie O'Donnell's claims, they essentially have totally inverted that picture, leaving people wondering whether any of it is accurate. Together with Rosie's comments, Cohen's allegedly revealed financial arrangement reports point to her perhaps driven more by money than by honor.
Donald Trump has been mad at you for a very long time.
Over a decade, Seth.
Over a decade.
Yes. Well, I cry every time.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
When I at first was at the Public, I went to see it at the Public, and I was just devastated by it.
So for those who don't know, because now obviously it's on Broadway in a giant theater, how small is the Public? How many seats was it then? And did it sort of start? It started from The View, yes?
The View.
Yeah.
like under 500 for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, you know, it's maybe the size of this. What is this, 200 here?
Yeah, this is about 200.
Yeah, so it's almost maybe the size. That's pretty much
Wow,
it.
that's amazing. To see a show that now has this scope and scale.
For fans of Melania, it must be agonizing. It is commendable her stated resilience in standing by her husband under public scrutiny. But the idea that her marriage could be reduced to money talks instead of only love dedication upsets things greatly. Does this expose her alignment with the Trump brand of opportunism, or are her supporters ready to believe her grace is real? Moreover, these charges compromise Melania's status as a symbol of refined composure. People's impressions of her change from a smart first lady to someone allegedly using her reputation for financial gain if her public appearances are linked to business dealings. Of course, her silence also isn't helpful. Silence is sometimes understood as guilt in the age of social media, so Melania hasn't come forward to challenge anything Rosie has said. Does she have a grain of truth in all of this? Or is she merely avoiding involvement because it is beneath her? The Trump government has answered predictably by rejecting everything, writing Rosie off as irrelevant, and moving on. But the conventional fake news rebuttal doesn't seem to be working since Cohen's allegedly insider knowledge gives these accusations validity. This is not only about Melanie anymore.
And he said, just want you to know, I've forgiven her. And this young woman, I'm like, what is he, the pimp? And that he notoriously cheats private contractors out of their money.
Yes, and that is all
Simple
pretty well
facts,
documented. Yeah.
Simple facts.
And so you said this on The View.
And he went bat crazy.
Yeah.
And she's the prostitute. And who is he? He's the moral arbiter of 20-year-old behavior now, right? So then I said, you know, some facts that I just went on Wiki. I hope that's right. All the Broadway trivia people are like, you asshole, send, you know. I'm pretty sure it did. Lots of things start at the public. Joe Papp is a hero. Okay.
It's also one more snowball in an avalanche, swiftly tarnishing Trump's image. Rosie's claims might have tarnished more than just Melanie's reputation. Could this defeat affect Donald Trump's already fragile comeback aspirations? Though opinions on the Trump marriage have always been speculative, Rosie O'Donnell's claims have thrown a grenade into the conversation. If these allegations about financial agreements and a commercial relationship are correct, the polished, respectable facade Melania has spent years developing may be completely demolished. One insider says Rosie completely destroyed the painstakingly created myth about the Trump family when she revealed the truth about that marriage. She did more than just reveal some juicy rumors. What then do you believe? Is this another celebrity conflict? Or has Rosie unearthed something more meaningful? Tell us in the part dedicated for comments below.